Hey everyone, in this video I have something a little bit unusual in that this is not going to be an unboxing video, but rather more of a kind of show and tell sort of video. So here I've got a couple VeggieTales VHS tapes, and this will really be one for the VeggieTales fans, however many are following my channel here, just because these are rather unique titles that I picked up. And I got these at just a random thrift store, so they were very cheap and everything. But what drew me to them is that these are things that I've never seen these in any store back in the day, and they just looked like I was just like, what are these actually? I don't know. I've never heard of these specific releases, and they just looked very interesting. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna pick these up. They were less than $1 a piece. I don't remember exactly what I paid for them, but very cheap anyways. But what we have here, let's see, I'll just do maybe one at a time. VeggieTales Stories, and then it says VeggieTown Values, Building Citizens for God's Community, and then here is the interesting part, 10 VeggieTales segments edited for use in VeggieTown Values. So I did a little bit of research on what this VeggieTown Values sub-brand thing, whatever it is. Basically, both of these tapes are part of a bigger package that you could get that included not only these tapes, but a few more tapes. So I think for each of these did not come together. But so this came in one package with 2 other VHS tapes and some other different stuff. And basically, it's a Vacation Bible School VeggieTales kit that you could get back in the day. So these are specifically edited videos for use in a Vacation Bible School sort of setup. So for those who may be not familiar with what that is, it's basically like a little summer camp thing that they do, like a daytime summer camp thing they do at churches. It's a pretty common thing. And I went to those a few times when I was a kid, so I kind of know how those kind of work. You just kind of go, it's a summertime thing. You go for like a week or whatever it is, and you do different crafts and sing songs and all that kind of stuff, and just learn about God and all those kinds of things. So that's what this is. It's kind of, well, what both of these are, but they're part of different packages. They're basically just Vacation Bible School packages. So I thought that was pretty neat. Unfortunately, it was just these tapes themselves that they had. So I didn't get any of the full packages or anything like that, just these couple tapes, but just these themselves are rather interesting. So maybe this one, I'll just show you the front here, and then the side, and then we can take a look at some of the back, and you can see what's actually included in here. So here's a list of the episodes. It has A sessions and B sessions. I'm not exactly sure how that organization works, but it has a lot of content on here, has many episodes, and apparently they are kind of edited specifically. And some of the companion tapes that would have come with this, this is the one tape that contains the actual stories. There were some other companion tapes that had some specific introductions from Bob and Larry and things like that. And those other tapes would have probably been more unique to see versus this, because you can get all, pretty much all of the content on here on the separate VHS tapes or the DVDs or whatever. But it's those other tapes that have the, introductions and things that are probably a little bit more rare and hard to find. But in any case, this is still very interesting. So yeah, I'll show you what the tape looks like here. It's got just a kind of purple sticker there. And then, of course, this is sort of unique because it is a very long tape compared to all the other VeggieTales releases that are usually like, the half hour to an hour time length there. So there it is. Yeah, otherwise it's just a, pretty generic VHS tape, but you will see, which is kind of interesting here, T120. So this is basically a straight up 2-hour tape, as far as, at least if this is correct, and they didn't chop any of it off or anything when they made this. So it's just a 2-hour long tape. So So it's a very long running time is kind of the point there. It actually, maybe it's a little bit longer because it says running time 140 minutes back here. So very interesting. And like I said, this is one, and then this is another one. So these you can see that these have different color themes to them. So, you know, these two were not sold in the same package. They're different packages. But so this is another one. VeggieTales Stories, VeggieTown Values, and this one's called On the Job, Building Citizens Who Do God's Work. And then again, it says here, 10 VeggieTales segments edited for use in VeggieTown Values on the Job. So very interesting, and yeah, so that's just kind of show and tell these interesting VHS tapes. So again, A sessions, B sessions. It's just got edited versions of these stories, and it looks like it's got 10 different stories on here, which is a lot of content. So yeah, that's what we have here. And of course, some of these are, you know, they're shorts too, like Larry's Lagoon. Well, that's from God Wants Me to Forgive Them, so that's like a half episode already, and it's probably edited further. So that's how they kind of cram all that much content onto one tape, but it still ends up being a very long tape. So here's a look at this sticker here. Nice, pretty blue. Otherwise, pretty standard VHS. And this does not say that T120 along here. So let's see, did this one say a running time on it? I do not see one on here. Oh, but there is on the actual tape. 130 minutes on this one, and it's a copyright of 2000. So, yeah, so that's this one. So, I'm not a big VHS collector in general. I just collect VHS tapes of things that are kind of just a few favorite things, or, you know, things like that. So, I'm not going to be keeping these. I'm probably going to... Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I might try and list them on eBay or something like that. I'm not sure. But in any case, I just thought I would make a video to show these off because they're kind of, well, they're very interesting. So like I said, I never knew that these existed before I saw these at the thrift store. So that's why I decided to pick them up, just because I was very curious about them. So, but that's about it. So I'll wrap up this video, and there you have it, a couple interesting VeggieTales VHS tapes. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next video.